FanDuel TV, Joaquin Jaime and Joe Talamo with you to start the day as we are on site at Colonial Downs. It's day number 2 of a special 3-day spring meeting, which will be highlighted by the $500,000 Virginia Derby. And Joe, it's the very first time that a qualifying race for the Kentucky Derby will be offered in the state of Virginia.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. That's what we were talking about yesterday. It's a one-turn mile and an eighth, which you don't really see that except for Belmont Park. So it's going to be interesting how that plays out in a pretty good field of 9 in there. It's going to be interesting with the tactics are. I know getaway car is going to probably be the speed of the race, so it's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, the two main players are actually going to be in the middle of the starting gate. They drew side by side with getaway car, as you mentioned, with the scratch of John Hancock, the 2-horse, now going to be rerouted to the Louisiana Derby. You have getaway car in post position number 5. Rapture will be in post position number 6. The advantage that getaway car has on Rapture, who no doubt will be his main competition, is the seasoning. 7 starts versus Rapture only having 2 starts.
Yeah, absolutely. And not only that, look at what Getaway Car's been running against. Journalism, Citizen Bull. I mean, he's definitely the class of the race just because of the company he's been running against. But again, he is going to have to run his best race just because a lot of these horses are stepping up. And I think Rapture, coming off of that maiden victory, he does have a lot of promise moving forward.
Getaway car, a son of Curlin and a Keeneland graduate, for $700,000. He has 36 qualified points already going into the Kentucky Derby. Clearly, if he wins this race, he's more than comfortably into the starting gate. But even actually, if he might even get a minor slice and run in second or third, most likely he might be able to be floating right around there in the bubble, but still be in.
Yeah, without a doubt. I just think he must be doing pretty well. I know Bob doesn't ship horses unless they're absolutely 100% ready to go. And again, I just think tactically wise, he's definitely the speed of the race. An interesting horse in here, I think, is American Promise. If you look, he ran a 95 buyer when he broke his maiden. If he could run back to that, I mean, obviously he's going to have to step up, but he could be an interesting horse at 12-1.
There's getaway car once again, 36 qualifying points coming into the Virginia Derby. Conditioned by the Hall of Famer Bob Baffert. He's been in the exacta in 5 of 7 starts. Most recently, he's coming off a nose victory over Caldera, who will be running in the Louisiana Derby. That was a victory in the Sunland Derby. So getaway car going to be in post 5. Rapture will be in post position number 6, and there's 50 qualifying points to the winner of this race to the Kentucky Derby. And this race is part of our money back special opportunities for your FanDuel Racing account holders. You can get $20 back if your horse finishes second or third on all the Kentucky Derby prep races. How about there's only one Derby prep race this weekend? After the Virginia Derby on Saturday, Joe, now we get into 2 prep races on Saturday. Some races or some weekends have 3 prep races. We are really starting to heat up as we sit here today, 50 days away to the 151st running of the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah, now's the time of year where you get really, really excited because so many of these horses, some have peaked and some are just starting to peak. You know what I mean? So I really feel like the next couple weeks is going to be very important for these horses to see if they are going to take a step forward to get into the gate for the Kentucky Derby.
And with the Derby being right around the corner, as I mentioned, 50 days away, believe it or not, there still are tickets available to attend the most famous race in the world. You can buy your Kentucky Derby tickets when you visit KentuckyDerby.com.